High Call series.
So children, so up to now we have discussed the chapter and different concepts in the chapter. So that is about eggs and that is the types of reproduction in the animals. So now we are going to the activity part. So we will practice different exercises in the activity part. So that is there will be some questions given in the one section and we have to write the answers for that questions. And also we will practice some true or false. And also we will practice some fill in the blanks. And also we will practice some fun activities in this activity part. So let us go to the first section in the activity part. So that is, so answer these questions. So children, so answer these questions. So in this section, so they have given some questions. We have to write the answers for these questions. So let us see the first question. So what is the reproduction? So children, what is reproduction? See the answer. The process of producing one's own kind is known as reproduction. So children, already we have discussed it in the beginning of the chapter. So what is reproduction? So every living organism have the capability of giving birth to their own kinds, that is giving birth to their young babies. And these young babies are looking similar to their parents. And these young babies gradually grown into adults and again they will give birth to their young babies and they become adults and again they will give birth to their young ones and this process continues in the form of a chain. And this capability and this ability of reproduction will help the living organisms to continue to exist on this earth for more years. So if there is no reproduction, that means all the living organisms does not have the capability of reproduction. So all the living organisms does not exist on this earth no more. So this reproduction will prevent every living organisms to continue their race, to continue their species on this earth. So children, so what is reproduction? The process of producing one's own kind is known as reproduction. The process of producing one's own kind is known as reproduction. So every living organism has the capability of producing. That means the capability of giving birth to their own kinds. And the young babies will looking similar to their parents and these young babies gradually grown into adults. And these adults again reproduce their young babies and again these young babies grown into adults and these adults again give birth to their young babies. In this way, this process of reproduction continues and this reproduction will help the living organism to continue their race and to continue their species on this earth without to become extinct. So if there is no reproduction for all the living organisms, then all the living organisms will become extinct and does not exist no more on the earth. So children, so read the second question. How do birds hatch their eggs? So how do birds hatch their eggs? So children, so already we have discussed in the chapter. So some of the animals will reproduce by giving birth to their young babies and some of the animals will reproduce by laying eggs. So generally, the birds will reproduce their young babies by laying eggs. So see the answer here. After laying the eggs, the birds sit on them to keep them warm. In the warmth, the embryo in the egg develops into a chick. Later, the chick breaks the hard shell of the egg and comes out. The children, so this is the reason. So and this is the process. How do birds hatch their eggs? So how do birds hatch their eggs? So children, so already we have discussed about the internal structure of the egg. So what does the egg contains inside it? So generally, egg has two types of liquids. That is, one is albumin and another one is a yellow color liquid that is yolk. Inside the yolk, there will be a growing body which is called chick or chicken. So children, so the bird will gives birth to young babies when only we give warmth to their eggs. That means, so if the eggs are keeping warm, the eggs will give birth to their young babies, that is young birds. So that's why after laying the eggs, the birds sit on them to keep them warm. So why? Because they sit on the eggs. So because they have to keep their eggs warm. So if the eggs are keeping warm, so then the embryo present inside the body will develop, and after developing the embryo, after completely development of embryo, so it will comes out by breaking the hard shell of the egg and comes out. So children, so this process of giving eggs to their young babies is called hatching. So this is called hatching. Hatching means so the process of coming out, that means the process of giving eggs to the birth to the young babies. So the conversion of eggs into young babies, that is young birds, is called hatching. So in this way the birds hatch their eggs. Every bird will hatch their eggs. So children, read the third question. Describe the structure of a bird's egg with your diagram. So let us see the picture. So children, you are observing the structure of the egg here. So what are you observing inside the egg here? So first you have observing a black color outline. So what is that black color outline represents? So this black color outline represents a shell which is a hard shell. And again, what are you observing inside the shell? So inside the shell, so there is a colorless liquid. So children, observe carefully. So generally we will observe a colorless liquid. So colorless liquid in the egg. So what is that colorless liquid is called? The colorless liquid is called albumin. And again, you will observe a yellow color liquid inside the albumin. So children, you are observing a round shaped liquid, so which is in yellow color. So this yellow color liquid present in the albumin is called yolk. And inside the yolk, you are observing a small body, a small growing body, which is called embryo. So children, so this is the small growing bird, which is called embryo. So children, read the answer. A bird's egg has hard outer shell. So what is the hard outer shell? So here the black color outline represents a hard outer shell. And inside the shell there is a sticky liquid called albumin. So inside the shell we will observe a colorless sticky liquid which is called albumin. And next, inside it there is an yellow liquid called yolk. So children, inside that sticky liquid, that is inside the albumin, you will observe an yellow color liquid. So inside the yolk is growing chick called embryo. So this yellow colored liquid is called yolk, and inside the yolk you are observing a growing chick. That is a small body which is called embryo. So if you give warmth to this egg, that means if you keep this egg warm, then the embryo will fully developed, and this embryo will be developed into chicken. And after completing, that is after the fully development of the chicken, it will comes out by breaking this hard shell. So this process is called hatching. Already we have discussed it in the second question. So what is this process is called? This process is called hatching. So children, see the next question. So that is the fourth question. So read the question. Describe the stages in the life cycle of a frog. So describe the stages in the life cycle of a frog. So children, read the answer. So here, so there are given 5 points in this answer. So let us read the first point. A frog lays its eggs in water. And the second point is the eggs of a frog are called span. And the third one is the young one of a frog that comes out of the egg is called a tadpole. And the fourth point is tadpole resembles a fish. It has a tail. The hind legs and the front legs appear later. And see the fifth point. Slowly the tail disappears and it becomes an adult. So children, so these are the stages in the life cycle of a frog. So first the frog lays a number of eggs on the surface or inside the water. So generally the frog lays a number of eggs inside the water. Children, so look at the picture you are observing. So that is the one, this is the stage 1, this is the stage 2, and this is stage 3, stage 4 and stage 5. So finally total there are 5 stages in the life cycle of frog. So what is the stage 1? That is a span. What is the span? So the first, the frog lays a number of eggs inside the water. So what are these? So this black color dots represents the eggs of the frog. So next, what is the second stage? So children, so here you are observing a small young frogs which are come out of these eggs. So after a few days, these eggs will give out a small young frogs, so which are called tadpoles. So the second stage frog is called tadpole, and it is a small young frog and which is looking like a fish. Because children, so observe the picture. So you are observing the tail. So the small frog will have tail, and this stage is called tadpole. So these are called tadpole. That means the small frogs. And after a few days, children, observe the third stage here. So after the second stage, you are observing this is called a tadpole. That is early stage of tadpole. And see the fourth one. So children, here gradually you will observe the hind legs first. So the hind legs will be formed first in the fourth stage, and after in the fifth stage, finally you will observe the front legs. And in the fifth stage, it will grow into an adult frog. So these are the different stages in the life cycle of frog. That is span and eggs of the frog. And the span, that means the eggs will give out a small fishes which are called tadpoles, which are looking like a fish, and these tadpoles will gradually grow into a big one which has hind legs first, and then we will observe the front legs, and gradually it grows into a adult frog. So these are the different stages in the life cycle of frog. So I read the fifth question. Describe parental care human beings. So read the answer. Human beings give the greatest love and care to their young ones. Young ones receive food, shelter and protection from their parents. So children, we have discussed about the parental care in the lesson. So what is the parental care? So every living organism will give birth to their young babies. And every parent, that is every mother, will take care about their young babies. So this take caring about their young babies is called parental care. So not only human beings, so we can also observe this parental care in animals and also in birds. So like birds and human beings can give the greatest love and care to their young ones. So every human being, that is every mother, will give a lot of love and protection to their young babies. And they will take care about their young babies until they get the capability of living on themselves. And also, we will give, that means the human beings will give food, shelter, and protection to their young babies until they grow into adults, until they have the capability of getting their own food, and until they have the capability of living there themselves. So children, so the young ones also receives food, shelter, and protection from the parents. So this is called parental care in the human beings, and we can also observe this parental care in the birds and also animals. So children, read the sixth question. What do you mean by molting? So read the answer. The nymph has a habit of shedding its old skin as it grows. So this shedding is known as molting. So children, we have discussed the different stages in the life cycle of cockroach. So how the cockroach lays eggs and how those eggs will be grown into a young ones and how those young ones become an adult cockroach. So generally, so every insect will have three stages in their life cycle. So in the cockroach also, there are three stages in its life cycle. That means first the cockroach lays eggs, and these eggs will be given out a smaller young ones which are called nymph. So nymph means, what is nymph? So it is a young, that is a small cockroach which will be given out by the eggs. That means the eggs will given out a smaller one which is called a nymph, and the nymph is nothing but a larva of the cockroach. And this nymph has a habit of shedding its old skin. So as the days are passed by, so it will develop a new skin around its body, and it will leave its old body, that is old skin. So this habit of leaving old skin from its body is called shedding. So this shedding is known as molting. So after few days, so this nymph will become into, or this nymph will grow into a adult cockroach. So children, so these are the questions and answers in this first section. And note down these questions and answers in your notebook. So children, see the next section in the activity part. What is the next section? That is complete the sentences. So children, in this section, so they have given 5 sentences, and we have to fill the blanks in each sentence with a correct answer. Let us read the 5 sentences first. So what is the first sentence? The animals that give birth to babies are. And read the second one. The shedding of old skin in insects is known as dash. And read the third sentence. The greatest parental care is seen in dash. And read the fourth sentence. The yellow liquid in an egg is known as dash. So read the fifth sentence. 2 animals which lay their eggs in water are dash and dash. So children, so let us see the answers for these 5 sentences. So look at the screen. So you are observing answers for these 5 sentences. So what is the answer for the first sentence? That is mammals. So children, the animals that give birth to babies are mammals. Already we have learned in the chapter about mammals. So what are mammals? So these mammals will give birth directly to young babies and feed their young babies with the milk. So these mother mammals will produce milk from their bodies and they will give the milk to their young babies and they will feed their young babies with the milk. So those animals which gave directly birth to the young babies and feed their young babies with the milk are called mammals. And human beings are also an example for mammals. So children, read the second one. So what is the answer for the second sentence? Molting. That is, the shedding of old skin in insects is known as molting. Already we have discussed in the questions and answers what is molting. So children, so in cockroach there are 3 stages in its life cycle. So the first stage is it lays eggs, and after a few days these eggs will given out a smaller one which is called nymph, and this nymph will leave its old skin after developing a new skin. That leaving of old skin is called shedding, and this shedding of old skin in insects is known as molting. So the answer is molting. And read the, so what is the answer for the third question? Human beings. So that is, the greatest parental care is seen in human beings. That means all the human beings will take care about their young babies and will give you a lot of affection and they will give you a lot of love and protection to their young babies. So till they become adults and also till they have the capability of living them own selves. That is, living by themselves. Children, the answer for the fourth sentence is yolk. So what is yolk? The yellow liquid in an egg is known as yolk. So already in questions and answers we have discussed the internal structure of the egg. So generally, so inside the egg there are 2 types of liquids. One is the colorless sticky liquid which is called albumin, and inside the albumin there will be an yellow color liquid which is called yolk. So inside the yolk there will be a small chicken which is called embryo. So children, the answer for the fifth sentence is fish and frog. That is, 2 animals which lay their eggs in water are fish and frog. So this fish and frog will lay eggs on the surface and inside the water. So generally, so fish lays eggs on the surface of the water at the safest place. So whereas frog will lay eggs inside the water. So the eggs of both fish and frog are called sperm. So already we have discussed about the life cycles of fish and frog in the chapter. So children, so these are the 5 sentences and these are the answers for the 5 sentences. So note down these blanks and note down these sentences in your notebook. Children, let us see the next section in the activity part, that is section C. Write T for true and F for false. So children, in this section, they have given 5 sentences. Now we have to read these 5 sentences and understand its meaning and identify whether the given sentence is correct or wrong. So if the given sentence is correct, that is true, write T in the box given against that sentence. And if the sentence is wrong, that is false, so write F in the box. So children, first read the 5 sentences. So read the first sentence, the dog lays eggs. And read the second sentence, mammals give birth to their young ones directly. Read the third sentence, some mammals lay eggs. And the fourth sentence is, life cycle of a cockroach has 4 stages. And the fifth sentence is, the baby of the frog is called a larva. So children, these are the 5 sentences. So let us see the answers for these 5 sentences. So let us see the answers. So children, so look at the screen here. You are observing the answers for these 5 sentences. So you can see. So what is the answer for the first sentence? That is F. So F means false. False means the first sentence is wrong. So why the first sentence is wrong? The dog lays eggs. So children, here dog is a mammal and it does not lay eggs. Already we have discussed in the chapter, so that the dog is a mammal and it directly gave birth to their young babies and it does not lay eggs. That means the dog will reproduce by giving birth directly to their young babies. So the first sentence is wrong. So that's why the answer is false. F. And what is the answer for the second sentence? T. That means true. So true means the second sentence is correct. So what is the second sentence? Mammals give birth to their young ones directly. So mammals are those animals which give directly birth to their younger ones. So for example, dogs, cats and cows. So all these are mammals. And the human beings are also the best example for mammals because all the mammals give birth to their young ones directly. And what is the answer for the third sentence? Again, T, that is true. The third sentence is also correct. So what is the third sentence here? Some mammals lay eggs. So children, is it correct? So some mammals lay eggs? Yes. So some mammals will lay eggs. Although they are mammals, but most of the mammals give birth directly to their young babies, whereas some animals will lay eggs. So what are the examples for those animals? So generally, so a duck-billed platypus is an example for the mammal which lays eggs. So that's why the third sentence is true, that is correct. And in the fourth sentence, the fourth sentence is F, that is false. That means the fourth sentence is wrong. So what is the wrong here? The life cycle of a cockroach has 4 stages. So this is wrong because so every insect, most of the insects have only 3 stages in its life cycle. So here, cockroach is also an insect. It has also 3 stages in its life cycle. But in this sentence, they have given 4 stages. That's why the fourth sentence is wrong. So answer is F. And see the fifth sentence. The answer for the fifth sentence is also F. That means it is false. That means the fifth sentence is wrong. So what is the wrong here? The baby of the frog is called a larva. So children, already we have discussed in the questions and answers about the life cycle of frog. So what is the baby of the frog is called? So the baby of the frog is called tadpole, but not the larva. So what is larva here? The baby of the insects is called larva, whereas the baby of the frog is called tadpole. So the fifth sentence is also wrong. Answer is F. So children, so note down these sentences in your notebook. So children, let us see the next section in the activity part. It is match the following. So here, so look at the screen, children. Here you are observing some words on the left side, and also you are observing some words on the right side. Now we have to match the correct word for these words which are given on the left side with the words given on the right side. So children, so let us read the words which are given on the left side first. So that is, the first one is nymph, and second one is fry, and third one is chick, and fourth one is tadpole, and fifth one is poppy. And read the words given on the right side. That is the fish, frog, and cockroach, dog, and hen. So children, so first identify the relation between the words given on the left side and right side. So what relation you have observed here? Here the relation is the words given on the left side are the younger ones of the animals which are given on the right side. So let us see the first one. So nymph. So what is nymph? So the nymph is, so children, so this is the matching, and let us see the answers for the match. So let us see how these are matching. So the first one is nymph. The answer for the nymph is 3. That is, what is the third one here? Cockroach. So the nymph is the younger one of, that is the young baby of cockroach. Here cockroach is the third option. So that's why write 3 in the bracket. And see the second one, fry. So what is the answer for the fry? What is the correct matching for fry? So the answer is 1. So what is one? Fish. So the fry is the fish. That means, so the smaller ones. The smaller ones, that is the young ones, which are come out from the eggs of the fish are called fry. So that's why answer is 1. So write 1 in the bracket. And third word is chick. So what is the third word? Chick. So what is the correct matching for chick? So the chick is the younger one of hen. So where is the hen here? Here is the fifth one is young. So write 5 in the bracket. And next fourth one is tadpole. So what is tadpole? So tadpole is the younger one of a frog. That is young baby of frog. So where is the frog here? So the frog is the second one. So write 2 in the bracket. And see the next one, puppy. So here, what is the puppy? So puppy is the young baby of dog. So where is the dog here on the right side? So here dog is the fourth option. So write 4 in the brackets. So children, so this is the matching, and this is how we have to match the words given on the right side and the left side. So note down this matching in your notebook. So children, so let us see the next section in the activity part, that is draw diagram to show the life cycle of a frog. So already we have discussed in the chapter about the life cycle of a frog. And also we have learned in the questions and answers about the life cycle of frog. So there are 5 stages in the life cycle of the frog. So let us see the diagram of the life cycle. So children, so look at the picture. So in the picture, we are observing how many stages. That is the first stage eggs, second stage embryo, and third stage tadpole, and fourth stage tadpole with 2 legs, and fifth stage tadpole with 4 legs, and the sixth step is finally frog. So these are the different stages in the life cycle of frog. So what is the first one? Eggs. So the eggs of the frog are called span, and after a few days the eggs will be grown into the smaller one, that is embryo. So the smaller ones which are come out from the eggs are called span. So these span of the frog, so children, this span finally grows into a smaller one which are called embryo. This embryo look like a fish which is called tadpole. So children, so this tadpole will grow into bigger size, and after a few days we will observe first back legs, that is hind legs, and after a few days we will observe also the front legs, that means forelegs. And this tadpole has a tail, and after a few days the tail will be disappeared, and finally it grows into an adult frog. So children, so note down this diagram or practice this diagram in your notebook. So practice this diagram in your notebook. So children, so let us see the fun activity in this activity part. So what is the fun activity here? Visit your poultry farm and observe the mother hen sitting on her eggs. Observe and note in your notebook how the mother hen looks after the chicks. So children, so this is the project. So you can take this project and you can do this project when you are in the leisure time at the home or when there are holidays. So first note down this fun activity. So let us see the answer for this fun activity. So children, so these are the answer for this fun activity. And children, see the first one. So here, observe the figure, that is observe the picture. So in this picture, you are observing a mother hen and it is sat on her eggs. It has sat on the eggs. So why it sat on the eggs? Already we have discussed about the hatching. So here this hen will keeps its eggs warm, and because of that warmth, the embryo, that means the small chick present in the egg will completely develop, and after a few days it will come out by breaking the hard outer shell of the egg. So this process of getting the small chicken from the egg is called hatching. So let us see children. The hen sits on the eggs continuously to give warmth. So why the hen sit on the eggs? The hen sit on the eggs to give warmth to its eggs. Why we have to give warmth to eggs? So if you give warmth to the eggs, the small embryo, that is the small chicken present in the egg, will completely develop or it will grow into a small chicken. So that's why we have to keep the eggs warm. Then the embryo, that is the small chicken present in it, will be completely developed. So read the second point. The hen comes out of scarcely for eating. So children, so after a few days, the chicken, that is the small chicken, will completely develop and it comes out by breaking the hard shell of the egg. The hen comes out scarcely for eating because so it is very hungry during when it is inside the egg, and when it comes outside the egg, so it will looking for its food. So children, see the third sentence. When the chicks are to come out, the hen takes utmost care of them. So whenever the chicken comes out the egg, then the hen will take care about its younger babies. So it is also called parental care. So how it takes is, after the chicks come out, it keeps them under its wings. So children, so it protects its younger babies by keeping its young babies under its wings. It protects its younger babies from the atmosphere, that means from the weather, from the sunlight, and during the cold in the night times. So it will protect its younger babies by keeping them under their wings. That means it will give shelter to its young babies by keeping the young babies under its wings. So children, so see the next one. It takes them out and teaches them how to feed themselves. So after a few days, the children, it will teach us, the mother hen will teach us its young babies how to get food and how to find food and how to go out for such a food. That means how to feed themselves. So in this way, so we will note down these points while if you carry this project. So you may practice or you may carry by your own. That is, you may go out to the nearest poultry and you can also note down the points you have observed in the poultry, how the mother hen hatches its eggs and how the mother eggs take care about their young ones. So let us note down these points in your notebook. So children, the next one is glossary. That means in this part you will observe some hard words in this chapter and we will learn the meanings of that hard words. So what is the first word? Gradually. So gradually means slowly, over a long period of time. So children, where do we use the gradually? Already we have learned in the chapter. So the young baby come out from the eggs and it gradually grows into adult one. Gradually means it takes a long time. That means it is slowly. And see, ability. What is the meaning of the word ability? A level of skill or intelligence. So ability means a level of skill. So after growing the smaller ones into an adult one, then those young ones, those adult ones have the ability, will get the ability of getting food by themselves. So ability means a level of skill. And see the third one, mammal. So what are the mammals? Any animal that gives birth to babies directly and feeds its young ones on milk from its own body. So what are mammals? So mammals means children, so those animals which give directly birth to their young babies and also feed their young babies with the milk which will be produced from its own body. So those are called mammals. So children, read the fourth one, current. What is current? The movement of water in the sea or a river is called current. Current means movement in the water in seas or river. Movement means the floating or the flow of water is called current. And next, hatch. To come out of an egg. Hatching means children. So the process of coming out of a smaller one from the egg is called hatch. See the next one, nymph. What is nymph? The young one of a cockroach. So generally, the young one of a cockroach is called nymph. So first, the cockroach lays eggs and after a few days, the eggs will given out a smaller one of the cockroach. The smaller one of the cockroach is called nymph. And see the last one. What is molting? So to lose feathers or hair or skin before new feathers or hair or skin grow. So children, what is molting? So generally some animals will grow the new feathers or will grow new skin around its body. So when it gets a new skin or new feathers, it will loses its old skin and old feathers. So this process of losing old feathers or old skin is called molting. So children, so these are the hard words you may find in this chapter. So note down these words and sentences in your notebook. So children, so this is about this chapter, and these are the different exercises we have practiced in the activity part, and you have note down all these exercises in your notebook and practice thoroughly those activity parts. So you will get definitely a good result in the examination. So children, so this is the end of the chapter.